Let's say I pull out a jar and I go, guess what? Guess what?
Guess what?
There are 10 M&Ms in this jar.
Think of it this way. I'm moving Senior Ferret one step up into a spiritual enlightenment.
What's the next step up for a ferret?
Somewhere between rat and lawyer.
I go, oh my god, I forgot to mention, also in the jar, it's filled with maggots and needles and acid. Maggots and needles and acid.
Maggots and needles and acid.
You must be looking at someone else. You work your way over to the woman, and you use your opening line.
So you could be asking the super sensitive question. All because you want to be nosy.
You're not going to ask me to the dance, are you? What if I did?
It really just pertains to the luxury retail girlies like myself. Don't ask that.
Big news! I'm going on my first American date tomorrow night. Aren't you happy for me?
Why not? While you were inside meeting your fox-like American chick, I was out in the parking lot learning that the human body can bounce off of concrete.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Coming in from the side here, this is Ratboi. Hope you are all having a great day, and we're going to be looking at two videos here that I came across, and I'm going to have a few comments about them, but let's go ahead and let's dive in and let's take a look at what these individuals are talking about. Again, my name's Ratboi, and let's get it started.
I keep getting comments and DMs asking me if I'm single, dating, other variations of that. And I thought this new year would be a great opportunity to explain how I'm feeling about dating right now.
So these are her thoughts dating in 2024. And I'm pretty sure she's entertaining all of the dudes in her DMs asking her if she's single or not. But let's continue and let's see if she has anything important to say.
In more detail. Let's say I pull out a jar and I go, guess what? There are 10 M&Ms in this jar. And you go, Laura, that's fucking amazing. I love M&Ms more than anything else in the world. And you're like, yep, get in here and pick out your M&M so you can be happy for the rest of your life. And then so you stick your hand in there and all of a sudden you're in horrible pain and you go, hey, what the hell? And I go, oh my God, I forgot to mention, also in the jar, it's filled with maggots and needles and acid. But keep sticking.
Okay, so she is comparing online dating to a jar filled with M&Ms, needles, maggots, and acid. Now, obviously, the 10 M&Ms represent the very small percentage of men that she's willing to entertain and to give her attention to, which will never end in a relationship. So that's what she's experiencing right now. And that is a majority of online dating. So let's continue.
Sticking your hand in there, it's worth it to find the M&M. So you keep sticking your hand in there, but the maggots bite you or whatever maggots do and the needles stab you and the acid burns you. So you tell me, hey, this isn't fun for me at all. So I say, well, I think you're just really bad at picking out M&Ms and it kind of seems like you like getting bitten and stabbed and burned.
You know, if you keep making the same mistakes over and over and you're surprised that you're getting the same result, I mean, you're the only one to blame. And why are you dating? You're well over the age of 25. You should have already been, like, settled down, maybe found a husband by now. Why are you dating? Is what I would ask you. You know, I would say around 21, 22, you should be trying to lock down a husband, not, you know, go and dating and whatnot.
But you need to get back in there because there are millions of other hands looking for those M&Ms. Here's some advice from people who found M&Ms before years ago, even though it sounds like they're not M&Ms at all. And so you keep trying, but you realize that every single time you stick your hand in here, you're just getting hurt.
And you're choosing to do that, by the way. You're not a victim in this. You're choosing to revisit the jar. And you're choosing the maggots, you're choosing the needles, you're doing this all on your own. You could have found a guy when you were younger, settle down. But for some reason that wasn't what you wanted. You wanted to be independent, hot girl summers, strong, date around, but we all know date just means, nighttime excursions with random men. But anyway, she's probably early 30s at this point. It's kind of hard to tell. She has a face filter on her screen, so I can't really tell. So, but I'm thinking she's probably late, early 30s, mid 30s, something like that.
And every time you pull your hand out, it's getting more and more disfigured, and you're starting not to recognize yourself. And there was this one time you thought you found an M&M, but it was a maggot pretending to be an M&M for some time. And you go, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. It doesn't seem worth it for the M&M. And I go, no, you don't understand. You won't be happy and fulfilled until you have an M&M. Also, you're going about it all wrong. You need to try setting good boundaries. But then you realize boundaries are just sticking your hand in the jar and just pulling it out faster than normal so you're not as disfigured and hurt. So then I go, hey, have you tried only picking the ones that give you money and then be mean to them so that they give you more money? And you go, I've been bitten by the maggots and stabbed by the needles and burned by the acid so much to know there is no financial compensation that makes it worth it. Also, I can't even find a normal M&M. How am I going to find an M&M with money? So then I call you a pig.
Okay, so we know what her intentions are. She's been dating to have those nighttime visits, and now it's catching up to her. So, I mean, the only person here to blame is you. It's not anything else. You're choosing to do this.
Like me that deserves to get hurt because you won't evolve your M&M picking strategy with the times. Hey.
But you keep doing the same thing. Do something different. Or just stop doing the maggot needle thing. It's not that hard.
Doesn't that make you want to punch me in the face really, really hard? Did I mention that all the while the maggots and needles and acid are screaming at you that you're too stuck up and you need to lower their standards and be their surrogate mommy?
And what are your standards? I'm pretty sure they're pretty high. You've been dating for over 10 years. You go on a date a week. I mean, you do the math. And when I say date, I mean, nighttime excursions, obviously.
Or else you're gonna die alone. But don't worry, they want you to stick your
You won't die alone. You'll have plenty of cats.
hand back in the jar because they're not gonna bite and burn and stab you like those other ones did. Here's what I'm gonna be doing.
Okay, we're gonna fast forward this next video. Yeah, she's talking about something that really doesn't matter. This next one is very interesting. Let's take a listen to what she has to say.
Asked of women in 2024. One, when are you going to have kids? I get asked this a lot on social media.
Well, that's because you're getting up in age. You should have been settled down having kids by now. It's normal. Well, not normal nowadays. Nowadays it's normal to be 38, a couple baby daddies, living off of the government. That's normal now, but it wasn't normal back then.
Really try to tell me because of my age I have so little time. Also don't know what
You have very little time. Once women get to a certain age, they can't have babies. I don't know if you know this.
Existing health conditions people may have. So you could be asking a super sensitive question. All because you
Nobody cares.
want to be nosy. Number 2, are you pregnant? Bitch, I'm happy and I've been eating. Well, if I asked you the same question, then I'm mean. Number 3, ooh, what do you bring to the table?
What do you bring to the table? Let's see what this answer is. I'm not sure what she would answer. I haven't watched this video, by the way. But let's see what she says. Nothing.
Why are we at a table? Why are we sitting down?
Life is the table. Life. Come on.
Now, the main ones to be asking this question are the ones that have the most baggage. Run. Number 4, the can I use your discount? It really just pertains to the luxury retail.
She is really caking on that makeup, huh?
Girlies
She
like
is just-
myself. Don't
It
ask
is
that.
thick.
What makes you think I want to lose my job because you...
Okay, nobody cares about what this woman's saying. Anyways, that's dating in 2024, you guys. Tell me what you think. Leave your comments. Thank you for watching. and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace later.